elevated prophet, the story of Idris in the Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim al-Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, let us reflect today on a great prophet, a man honored by Allah in the Quran with noble titles, chosen for his truthfulness, patience, and righteousness. A prophet of deep character, powerful in faith, and firm in action, Prophet Idris A.S. The Quran does not speak extensively about Prophet Idris A.S, but what it does reveal is profound. Every word about him in the Book of Allah is filled with deep meaning, spiritual light, and timeless lessons. Mentioned in the Quran, Prophet Islam is mentioned by name in two places in the Quran. In Surah Maryam and Surah Al-Anbiya, Allah praises him with a description that few prophets are given. In Surah Maryam, Allah says, and mentioned in the book Idris, indeed, he was a man of truth and a prophet, and we raised him to a high station. This short passage tells us three powerful facts about Prophet Idris A.S. 1. He is worthy of mention in the book of Allah. 2. He was a man of truth, Siddiqa Nabiya. Allah raised him to a high station. And in Surah Al-Anbiya, Allah again praises him, saying, and mentioned Ishmael and Idris and Dul-Kifl, all were of the patient, and we admitted them into our mercy. Indeed, they were of the righteous. Surah Al-Anbiya 21 verse 86. In these verses, Prophet Idris A.S. is grouped with other noble prophets and described with three distinct qualities. Patience, being under Allah's mercy. These qualities reflects the immense spiritual rank of Prophet Idris A.S. and the pleasure of Allah with him. A man of truth and a prophet, Allah says about Prophet Idris A.S. Indeed, he was a man of truth and a prophet. This description is rare and powerful. In the Quran, those described as Siddiq, man of truth, are held in the highest regard. Truth here is not limited to speaking honestly. It is a truthfulness in belief, in intention, in commitment, in worship, in devotion, and in character. Prophet Idris A.S. is a man whose entire being is dedicated to the truth of Islam, to the worship of Allah alone, to the path of sincerity and uprightness. And Allah confirms his prophethood. That means he was one of the chosen ones, sent with guidance, receiving revelation, tasked with leading his people toward the light of Tawhid. In these few words, Allah gives us Idris A.S. was not only a believer, not only a good man, he was one of the best of mankind, chosen, sincere, truthful, and worthy of divine communication, raised to a high station. One of the most mysterious and powerful phrases about Prophet Idris A.S. is found in Surah Maryam, and we raised him to a high station. Allah the Most High raised Idris in status. Though the Quran does not detail how or when this happened, what matters is that it was Allah who raised him. Being raised by Allah can have multiple meanings, and both are majestic. It can refer to being honored in spiritual rank, being elevated above others in closeness to Allah, and status among the righteous. Or it may also refer to a physical elevation, a miracle by which Prophet Idris A.S. was literally raised from the earth. Whichever meaning applies, or whether both. What we know for sure is that Prophet Idris A.S. was honored. Allah elevated him. He was not forgotten. He was not left behind. He was raised. This high station is a symbol of reward, of nearness, of divine favor. It reminds us that those who remain firm in truth, those who are patient, those who are righteous, they are raised by Allah in ways that the world cannot measure. The company of the patient and the righteous. In Surah Al-Anbiya, Prophet Idris A.S. is mentioned in a group of special prophets. Allah says, and mention Ishmael and Idris and Dul-Kifl, all were of the patient. To be patient is not a passive quality. It is a strength of the heart. It is what allows a believer to remain firm during hardship, to stay sincere when challenged, to continue calling to good even when opposed. Prophet Idris A.S. was among those who remained patient, through trials, through rejection, through struggles, always turning to Allah, never complaining, never wavering. And then Allah says, and we admitted them into our mercy. This mercy is the greatest reward. It is not only comfort in this life, but acceptance in the hereafter. It is the pleasure of Allah. It is Jannah. Finally, Allah seals this praise by saying, indeed, they were of the righteous. Righteousness, salah, in the Quran is not just about actions. It is about being aligned with what Allah loves. It is about walking a path that leads to paradise. It is about being among those whose lives reflect truth, mercy, patience, and submission to Allah. Thus, Prophet Idris salam is recognized by Allah as one of the patient, one of those admitted into divine mercy, and one of the righteous. Reflection and lessons from the Quranic mentions. Though the Quran speaks briefly of Prophet Idris alayhi salam, it is never in passing. His mention comes with honor, with strength, and with meaning. There are deep lessons for every believer in these verses. 1. The power of truthfulness. Being truthful is more than speech. It is a lifestyle. Prophet Idris salam was a man of truth, in word, in action, and in devotion. Allah honored that. The more truthful we are in our faith, the closer we come to Allah. Prophethood is a sign of Allah's favor. Being chosen as a prophet is not due to wealth, lineage, or power. It is Allah's wisdom. Idris alayhi salam was among those honored with this mission, showing us the importance of sincerity and trust in Allah's decisions. 3. Allah raises the righteous. True success is not in this world. It is not in fame or fortune. It is in being raised by Allah. Whether in status, rank, or place, what matters is divine elevation. Prophet Idris alayhi salam teaches us to seek the elevation that lasts. Patience leads to mercy. The patience of Prophet Idris salam was rewarded. Allah mentions him with praise. If we are patient in trials, in calling to truth, and in living by Islam, we too can hope for the mercy of Allah. 5. Righteousness is the goal. In the end, Allah identifies him as among the righteous. This is the highest goal. Not titles, not praise, not position, but righteousness, to be pleasing in the eyes of Allah. Conclusion. Brothers and sisters, the story of Prophet Idris alayhi salam reminds us that even a few verses from the Quran can carry immense light. In just a few words, Allah gives us an example of truthfulness, prophethood, patience, elevation, and righteousness. We are not told every detail of his life. We are not shown every event, but what we are told is exactly what we need. A message of integrity, firmness, and honor. May Allah make us among the truthful like Idris salam. May Allah make us among the patient like Idris alayhi salam. May Allah raise us in rank as he raised Idris salam. May Allah include us in his mercy as he included Idris alayhi salam. May Allah make us righteous like Idris salam. Wa akhiru dawana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.